Hey guys, Andrei here. Welcome to another video, and today I'm in Bull Valley, Illinois, and the property I'm about to tour is very special. It has tennis courts, an in-ground pool, it sits on over 10 acres of land, and it's basically a compound. And in case you're wondering where Bull Valley is, well, it's only an hour away from Chicago, which makes this property the perfect getaway. I've partnered up with Federighi to showcase and market this beautiful property, and I can't wait to show it to you. Let's go see it. Welcome to 405 Blackberry Drive. This home has 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, 7,600 square feet of interior living space, and 10 acres of land. Listed for $1,450,000. So the entrance to the property is very grand. As you pull up to the front gate, it opens up, and this really long driveway takes you or leads you up to the house. You notice is how secluded this property is. So it's surrounded by trees all around, so you have complete privacy from the rest of the world. The 10 acres are beautifully landscaped. One of the things that you really notice about it is that how pristine they actually are. You really feel like you're just here one with nature. I mean, just take a moment to listen to the birds, to the sound of the wind and the squirrels, and maybe even some deers. And by the way, there are horseback riding trails running adjacent to the property. So if you're into horseback riding, like, this is the house for you. Now let's talk about the actual facade of the home. The facade is very chic French country style vibe. Very, very charming, very beautiful to look at. You have these large beams right at the porch. You have the light colored brick that looks absolutely beautiful, and the roof is actually done in cedar shakes. And there's actually a difference between shakes and shingles. So shingles have a slightly more uniform look, it's slightly smoother texture, and then shakes is exactly what we have here. It's a slightly rougher texture and it's less uniform. And then of course you have the beautiful flowers and this giant tree right in the front, and it's very, very beautiful, and it's very, very serene. And now through this front door you enter the home. Let's go see it. So the first thing you notice as you walk into the home through this beautiful limestone arch entryway into the living room are these jaw-dropping panoramic views of the valley. And they're absolutely gorgeous, and you can see how much land truly belongs to this property. And guys, it's over 10 acres, which is pretty incredible. And right through here, through this large window, you see the land, you see the pool, and you see all the beautiful trees, and it's really, really magical here. The design vibe of this property is very traditional, very rich, and very classic. And one of the things I really appreciate about it is that how warm it actually is. When you walk in here, instantly you feel at home. The color palette, the finishes, everything is just so well crafted and so beautifully kind of put together. One of the things I really like is this coffered ceiling that looks very, very beautiful. And then right over here you have some built-ins, you have some millwork. This limestone fireplace is fantastic. It's a real statement piece in this living room. And if you notice right over it, there's a giant projector screen that actually comes down, so you can watch some fun movies with the family. I should tell you that on the main level, we actually have the kitchen and the family room as well as the primary bedroom. The lower level has the basement, and then upstairs are the bedrooms. Why don't we see the primary bedroom first? All right, this has got to be one of the most serene primary bedrooms I've ever toured. Not only is the size generous and the vibe very gracious with these vaulted ceilings, you have so much natural light flooding the room. So you can actually see the front of the house, or I should say the front yard, through this set of windows right over here. And then right across from it, you have more windows that overlook your pool and your backyard. This is the kind of bedroom and location you want to wake up in, away from all the hectic life of the city, very peaceful, very serene, one with nature. We're now in the primary bathroom, and guys, it's very chic. It actually feels like a museum. Just the level of workmanship in this bathroom is really impressive. Right over here, you have an oversized shower, and then right over here, you have a double vanity with this exotic stone. Love the shape of the sinks. Love just the tile work all around. You could tell that the owners of this home did not cut any corners. Like, the workmanship is so pristine and so impressive. Right over here, you have a makeup counter, and you don't need any, light fixtures or LED kind of lights over here, because you have the natural light flooding the room pretty much from several directions. And then here is your deep soaking tub, and I think it's perfect because you actually overlook all the land and the pool and the backyard. You can see it directly from your tub. This is the kind of primary bathroom you want to relax in and kind of kick back after a long day of, I don't know, horseback riding or staying active outdoors. And adjacent to the foyer is the dining room. Let's go see it. I'm a huge fan of this dedicated formal dining room, and just like the rest of the home, it's very rich and it's this one is a little bit moody. It has this really cool wall covering on all the walls, and it actually ties in nicely with these reclaimed beams that run at the ceiling. And these are actually imported well, they're not imported, they're brought in from Wisconsin actually. And they add a lot of richness and really a lot of character to this dining room. And you'll see these throughout the house as we tour the rest of it. You have two really elegant, very classic sconces on each wall. And of course, this dining room has a large bay window. And then right over here is an antique table with these fleur-de-lis symbols. And then this little piece right here is actually nice because it adds a little bit of pop of color, and it's actually the perfect place to keep your serving trays and your food and your drinks and stuff like that. So really beautiful dining room. And adjacent to it is the kitchen. Let's go see it. This kitchen is pretty magnificent, guys. There's so many, finishes and details that make it so charming. So you have some exposed brick on several different walls that add a lot of character. Again, you have those same beams running across. The island is giant, and we'll talk about it in just a second. Why don't we talk about the integrated appliances and all the millwork, which is very, very pristine. On this wall, you have your integrated refrigerator, you have all your cabinets, and notice all the millwork is so exceptional. Just the level of workmanship is very, very impeccable, really. Right over here, you have this oversized commercial grade wool range. And of course, you have this granite countertop with the backsplash. And one of the things that stands out here is a statement piece is this, I was gonna say frickin', but this giant, gorgeous, charming hood that's done in this limestone. And of course it has this beautiful metal detail kind of band all around. This is a true chef's kitchen, guys. You can prepare a meal for, like, I don't know, the biggest family ever. And this is what I love about this kitchen is it's very warm, and this is the kind of kitchen where you want to host, you know, your family or your friends, right? So when you get out of the city and you come to this estate to enjoy yourself and spend the weekend or the holiday, like, this is the kind of kitchen that you want to hang out in. And right over here you have this beautiful custom farmhouse sink. And guys, I don't know how much this thing weighs, but it looks like extremely heavy, and it's actually beautiful. And that's one of the features you notice throughout the home is the you know, the limestone detail in the arches, in your hood over the range, in the sink. It's very stunning. It's very beautiful to look at. And again, you have this large window, kind of arched window. Again, more limestone all around, and you're overlooking you see the panoramic view of the backyard, which is really beautiful. My favorite feature of the kitchen has got to be this indoor grill. Guys, this thing is legit. Look at the size of it, look at the way it's built. It's clearly was meant to be here, right? This thing is amazing when you have snow outside your door and you don't want to go outside and grill, you know, brats or burgers. Like, yeah, this grill has you covered. And adjacent to the kitchen is the family room, and it's pretty dramatic. This is the perfect family room. Between the size of this room and everything it has to offer, there's definitely a very cozy feeling that this room gives off, right? You have these vaulted ceilings, the color palette, the exposed brick, the reclaimed wood. It creates a lot of warmth and a sense of really kind of peaceful ambience. And this is the kind of family room where you actually want to hang out with the fam. You know, look over some family photos, have a cup of hot cocoa. Wood-burning fireplace with this giant beam that's used as a mantle. And again, everything is so rich and everything is so well constructed. And you actually have two large windows that are flooding this family room with lots of natural light. And guys, check out this grand light fixture. This home has an awesome walkout basement right this way, but before I show it to you, let's quickly check out the bedrooms upstairs. On the second level, you have 4 generous-sized bedrooms, each with their own color palette and identity. Why don't I give you a quick preview of each? This one is a little more masculine. It has a slightly darker color palette. It has this really rich reading leather chair right there in the corner. And then right over here is a really nice desk that overlooks the front yard, so you can stay productive. This one is very elegant and very classic, and it actually overlooks the backyard. And this would be the perfect kids' room because it has beautiful pink and green pastel colors. And if you're into lilac and shades of purple, well, this room is for you. And at the end of the hall, you have a large bathroom with an oversized shower. And And we're back on the main level. It's time to see the walkout basement. Guys, the lower level is great. It has a pool table, it has an oversized sectional, but my favorite feature is the pizza station. Let's go see it. This is exactly what makes this basement probably way cooler than any other basements you've ever seen, right? It's this bar and also a pizza station. You have a commercial grade pizza oven right over here, and you have all the tools and everything you could possibly need to basically make the best pizza in the world. In fact, the owner of the home is in the restaurant business, and trust me when I say that he made sure that his equipment is the best in the business. And there's even a couple of menus over here. Guys, just imagine having, your own menu over here, having friends over or family, and basically have like a mini restaurant inside your home. Over the holidays or over the weekend, have your favorite items on the menu, your favorite pizzas and toppings and whatever else you want to put on the menu, and actually prepare it right in this basement. That's pretty cool if you ask me. Now the best part, the outdoor spaces. The outdoor spaces in this home are truly impressive, and there are actually two of them. There's this patio right here, and then there's another one right down there by the pool. This one is absolutely perfect. It's actually ideal for more intimate gatherings. It's right off your kitchen. And this is the terrace where you can actually, have a dinner outside. There's this giant dinner table here, covered, right? You have a nice light colored pergola. That's perfect. And right over here is a wood burning fireplace. Again, it's perfect. You could be hanging out here, making some s'mores, hanging out with friends and family, and basically overlooking your backyard. And these steps lead us onto the larger secondary patio as well as the pool. And guys, notice how beautiful just everything is done here, right? They're made out of these large stones. Again, lots of richness, lots of character, and they're just really beautiful to look at. Clearly, the owner of the home spent a lot of energy and a lot of money designing this type of setup. It's very Zen garden. Again, it's very secluded, it's really private, and it's really, really beautiful to look at. Okay, this backyard is gorgeous and it's giant. In fact, it's so big, the owner hosted a wedding reception and actually a wedding for over 300 people in this very backyard. It is absolutely magnificent. I love the symmetry of it. I love how beautifully built and crafted it is. The pool is absolutely stunning. And as you walk around it, you see all these trees and you are reminded of how truly secluded and how private this estate actually is. You really don't see any neighbors or hear any neighbors. All you see and hear is nature. And the view of the valley is absolutely incredible. In fact, there were actually several trees planted here that were removed in order to open up and create this beautiful panoramic view. Guys, this is so much land. I don't even know what you would do with this land. You could ride a four-wheeler, you could ride a dirt bike, you could play soccer, you could play football, you could ride a horse. What would you guys do if you had this much land? 10 acres. Leave a comment. Guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. I'd love to hear what you thought of this beautiful estate. What was your favorite part? Leave me a comment. And if you love touring beautiful design homes, consider subscribing to my channel.